Today I'm going to teach you how to blend and layer and create a sphere with colored pencil. This is what some of the end outcomes could look like. First thing I'm going to do is blend two colors into each other. I'm going to choose green, and notice that my pencil is very, very sharp. You always want to make sure that you use short, neat strokes and have a very sharp pencil. You're going to start with very short, neat strokes, keeping it thin, and ease up on your paper as you're getting towards the middle of where you want to blend into the other color. Now I'm going to blend into blue. Take my blue down here and ease into the green. Now we're not going to stop there. We're going to use several colors as we do this so that several colors show through. I'm going to start with a little bit of orange at the bottom of the blue. Orange is the complement to blue, and a little bit of green or red at the top of the green. That is the complement to green. Adding the complementary colors will help to blend and create a darker value of that color. Now I'm adding yellow and blue into the green because yellow and blue make green. I'm going to add a little bit of purple into my blue, a thin coat. Use blue and red to make purple, so adding a little, it's very close to blue. I'm going to come back in and add a little bit of orange again. I'm going to come back in with a different value of blue. Another coat of yellow. And go back to my main color of green. Ultimately, I want this to look like it is green blending into blue. It will slowly get thicker as I layer in more colors. And blend together. And what should happen is you should see some of those other colors coming through. Using the colored paper as well helps you to have color coming through it a little bit. Next, I'm going to show you how to create a sphere. We're going to create a blue sphere. You're going to use your entire arm to draw a sphere. So use your arm to draw it. Then come back in and trace. First thing you're going to do, just as you would with any drawing, is mark in where your lights are. So where does the light hit the object? So right now the light is hitting the object. From this angle. So I'm laying in some white and using short, neat strokes to create that effect. I will come in and use more white, but for now I'm just kind of getting in the area that I know that I need to leave white. I can always make white darker, that's the nice thing about white, but I need to make sure that I mark it. Next I'm going to come in with a little bit of black. You have to be very careful with black. Black is a good way to make things darker. If you had a big set of colored pencils, an indigo blue might be a great place to start. But I'm going to start with black because I have a basic set of colored pencils, and I'm just going to lay in a very, very thin coat of black in the darkest areas. I want to make sure to use black in an underneath coat because black has a tendency to flatten things. It also will make things really dark really quick. So if it's underneath, it kind of ends up just being a darker aspect of your drawing. Notice that I'm keeping this very, very thin. As I'm getting towards the middle, I'm easing up. Also notice that my pencil is really sharp. If you start to notice your pencil dulling at all, you need to stop and sharpen it. Next, I'm going to lay in a little bit of orange because orange is the complement to blue. I'm still keeping this rather thin. And as I'm getting to the middle, I'm easing up. These are all done with very short, neat strokes. You don't want there to be a lot of gaps. And you want to keep your pencils really sharp. Next, I'm going to lay in a little bit of purple, because purple is a really great dark color. I use purple often when mixing in with a lot of different colors. But especially because purple is very close to blue, because you use blue to make purple, it's a great color to come in and create some of your darker values with in your blue sphere. Again, as I get towards the middle, I'm just kind of easing up. Next, I'm going to come in with a little darker blue. And you are eventually slowly pushing a little harder in some places, but notice that you do not make the sphere darker by pushing harder. You make it darker by using darker colors. You make it lighter by using lighter colors. You use thin coats so that they will blend nicely together and not look like crayon. Colored pencils are made out of a combination of clay, wax, and pigment. So you can see if you push too hard too quick, you would kind of get that really waxy look without getting the nice blending. In the end, you can get a really nice high gloss finish because of the wax that you will like. So notice now I'm coming back and kind of working through and blending some of this down into my blue sphere a little bit. And the main color blue that I wanted is going to be kind of like one of the last colors that I'm coming in and using. So now I have my little bit lighter blue, which is really what I kind of want the sphere to be is a lighter shade of blue. I'm going to come in and lay in short, neat strokes using my lighter blue. What's happening is, as I'm easing it up into the white, I'm getting that lighter look where the light hits it. Where I had all those darker layers of values, those are kind of coming through. And I can always come back in and add more layers of some darker colors if I don't quite have enough contrast. The beauty of colored pencil is it's done with several layers, so you can continue to keep working as long as you don't get too thick too quick. I could continue to work on this for a really long time and get it perfect. Now I can start to look, okay, maybe I want to add like a little hint of green just for some interest. Maybe a little hint of yellow for some interest. Maybe a little bit more of my purple down here. maybe even a little bit more black. Just remember, you always need to go back over the black, and you have to be really careful with it because it does start to get things really dark really quick. I'm going to lay in some more purple. And go back in with my blue. And come back with my white. Just to come back and highlight that a little bit more and blend that down a little bit. And there you have a little blue sphere.